Yo, look, man, Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles, Rosenberg, and he's back again. August, Alsina, give it up.
August.
What's up? What up, though?
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, let's get right to it. No, seriously, are you all right? We was shook, B. That was scary.
I'm okay.
You're physically good.
I'm better. Yeah, I mean, everything is a progress, you know?
Yeah.
It's all a process, so
Yeah.
just shaking back how I should.
What exactly happened?
I overworked myself, you know, performing every day, living a new life, and just going too hard, going after what I want. It was just a case of me putting a lot of other things and people and everything, a lot of stuff before myself, and just really me having tunnel vision and focused on nothing else but what I was focused on, because you know that was my first tour. So I really wanted to make sure it was everything and more, because I'm always cautious about the moves that I make. And the tour was doing excellent, and it hurt me that I had to end it, you know, because of that situation. It's even more so after the situation, I had to miss out on some more money. But what it taught me is, of course, something that I should already know, or that I already do know, is that your health is way more important than anything else in this world.
But you know, everybody, when they're young, you think you're indestructible.
It's not even that I thought that. I
just didn't prioritize.
I'm very aware of my strengths and my weaknesses, my flaws and all. So that's far from the case. It's more so an opportunity is presented, you know, once in a lifetime. What you gonna do with it? And what I'm gonna do with mine is, at least in my mind, is what it was I'm gonna go and run myself into the ground with this shit, and just, you know, find no other way. It ain't no other way to do it. But after being, like, you know, in a coma for like 3 days, and it was because I was having so many seizures. You know.
So hold on, real quick. Were seizures something that have been a part of your life previous?
Ever.
Never, ever.
Never.
Ever.
So, how did it unfold for you? It must have been scary. How did it evolve?
You know what, man? It just happened. I after I fell off stage, I was blank. And,
You don't remember anything.
Yeah, my managers and everybody who was there was telling me that I basically looked like I had some type of exorcism going on, you know. So that's crazy to me, because nobody in my family has ever had those type of problems. I've never had any, like, you know, medical problems, no medical history like that. So it's just a way of, as I was just saying earlier today, it's a way, when me and Meek was having a conversation, I think that, you know, God got a way of sitting niggas down when he says sit down.
Real.
And no matter what way, you know, form or fashion, when he say sit down, is sit down. And it's just, it's in the same case, in Meek case, unfortunately, so fortunate that it's that, in that way that he has to sit down, but it's the same thing, you know. For me, it's just an unfortunate another unfortunate situation, just in another form. That sit down, young nigga, you going too crazy.
So you fall off the stage. Obviously you don't remember anything after that. I'm assuming you don't remember anything after that.
No.
Do you remember the moments leading into?
Yes.
What did you feel like? I mean, for us that, you know, we've never been through something like that. What is your body? What was your body feeling like?
That's why I was so just didn't against really talking about it, because it's something that if you don't live it, you really won't understand it, because it's really hard to put into words of how I felt. But I will say is that I knew I wasn't right.
Mm.
I felt I wasn't good. I felt it. And but it's for me, as I said, with an opportunity, you gotta look at niggas like Jordan when Jordan was playing with the flu. So I kind of use that same aspect like in my life. So and that's what it is for me. It's like I'm gonna go hard no matter what. And
not thinking that the outcome could be a coma.
Yeah, because you never. It's crazy because you see stuff happen to people all the time, but you kind of just not. I don't want to say you don't think it'll be you, but you just pray and hope that it won't be you.
Yeah.
And in this case, it ended up being me. But more than it sitting me down and being a very crazy experience, a very unique and special experience.
Scary.
Yeah, all of that at the same time. It was a learning experience. And I'm always, I always say I'm always trying to grow. I'm always looking for something to learn from. And that situation, I learned a whole lot.
Like what's the big headline for you? Because going into it, you say you remember how you felt, but it's hard to describe.
Mm-hmm.
Then everyone tells you what your body was doing during. I'm sure you came to, and then some other complications, right? Because they had to induce coma and seizures. What's the big headline you come to, and what's the one thing? Is it
as in what? It depends because it's so many different things that I feel. I feel on one hand, as I said, it's a sucky situation, but
you said you learned though.
Yes. It's on one hand, it's like this. It was a scary situation to have to go through, but at the same time, in the same breath, it was a very, very humbling situation.
Okay, humility is something to learn for sure.
Yes, and not even that I was anything other than humble before.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen you come off. I've never seen you come off as gas.
Yeah, not even
the way you handled the Trey Songz thing and all of those other things where you felt like people was putting roadblocks in your way. We got an interview that we did before. You were still ready to be a worker and have humility and figure out your path.
I'm just passionate, man. That's all. And what it was humbling, and at the same time, it was, like I said, I'm aware of my strengths and weaknesses. It was me being shown how strong I actually am and stronger than I thought before. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful feeling, man. I can't
come through something where you weren't sure if you were gonna make it out, to come out on the other side and be strong. You feel stronger than ever.
Exactly. That's just like, I say that God says go be a king, because that's what that is. Like, not too many people could say, and not that it's even anything to brag about, but not too many people could say I fell off, literally, and now I got literally a second chance at life to do what I love to do, to do what I'm blessed to do, and it just make you kind of step back and realize a whole lot more. Just pay attention to a whole lot more, because I was always missing a lot of things before. Always, shit right in front of my eyes. I still just miss it and don't see it. So that situation, it was an eye opener, just like anything else, of course. And it's so weird to me, because it seemed like my eye openers are dramatic. It's
right.
It's like my brother get whacked.
I was thinking about that.
It's like, and then me, I was losing myself, almost losing myself, and it just make you really wake up and pay attention if you never paid attention before. But it definitely gave me a bigger picture on life.
Has it made you do things maybe like, I'm not saying you weren't doing this before, but answering the phone calls that from loved ones that maybe you'd hit ignore because you were busy before, or like didn't make time for, things like that, or no?
No.
When I saw that,
I mean, because that
was never a thing for you. You were always.
I talk to who I need to talk to, and I mean anything else that's unorthodox is just unorthodox. So I speak to who I need to speak to, but it's like this, man. On my journey, it's so much that caused that incident for me to be in the hospital that I'm really just at a point where I don't want to. I want to be away from all of it, any and all negativity, any person with a negative vibe, anything that's not supposed to be in my presence, my atmosphere, I got to be good all around the board, and I'm definitely working it to be that way, because when you coming up in this shit, you go to losing a lot of people, family anyway. So just because of, I think people expect you to do things for them that you haven't done for yourself, but that's a whole nother conversation. So it didn't make me switch up that aspect in my life at all. More than anything, just me actually paying attention to the way that I move. Because when you're a hustler, you just hustle. And when you're a hustler and you hustling with a vision, it's tunnel vision. And this is all I know. That's all I want. That's all I'm going after. And it's shoot 'em up, bang bang, anything. I'm spraying anything and everything that's in my way. And I guess in this case, not in a bad way, but I got in my own way because I was just going too hard and really not thinking about me,
August Alsina, man, you got the song "Grinding" now that talks about the coma, and also the tours with Usher.
Yes.
How's your energy on stage? I mean, that dude's stage show is something else.
Usher,
and y'all, how many dates y'all did now?
We only we probably 5 days in. Yeah, like 5, yeah. But it's been dope. It's been just for me to come from doing my own tour, and I was like, damn, man, I'm doing HOB, selling out House of Blues and venues like that, and I felt good about it, like damn, like and to now get on tour with us and be in an arena where it's
Madison
all these
Square
people.
Garden.
Yeah, like to actually be doing Madison Square Garden is a very, very big deal. And that came out of Usher mouth himself. He hit me last night like, man, I'm proud of you. Like for like doing this is a big deal, and I'm like, nigga, I'm on your tour, but in the conversation was I see something in you, I believe in you, I'm happy that I could,
Yo, Usher was here, what was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, like
3 weeks ago.
But just the way, like, even hearing him, the fact that he reached out to you like that, he's really asserting himself as like a leader in this R&B thing, right?
Well, he also made a point of telling us that when he goes out on these tours, he specifically picks a younger R&B guy who he admires and think has a lot of potential, and who he wants to teach about more than just the tour, but wants to take you under his wing, and you're the guy who he wanted to do that for.
That's the conversation we had, and like I said, I'm a sponge, so and especially I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but especially because you can learn something from anybody.
That's right.
Just an average person on the street. It's something to learn from anybody and everybody in this world. But with what I'm doing, and it's great to have somebody with so much experience that he has, and just to learn from a rich nigga. You surround yourself with rich niggas, then
there's going to be more money
shall
made.
become an even richer nigga. You know,
it seems like a 1+1 scenario, right? Like,
but no, I don't think so. I don't think people think about that. I'm telling you, as someone who I grew up upper middle class, but not around a lot of. I guess it would be considered a lot of money to people that had no money, but for rich, it's not rich. Regular people with regular money. And my parents aren't focused on money. And a lot of people around them weren't. And when I got older and started meeting other people who really came from money and people who kind of prioritized saving money, I realized how little I knew about any of it. And in life, the more you get around other people who really save money and work on things, it changes the way you live your life. It makes a major impact. Usher has been rich for a long time. He's used to it. He does things that probably you didn't even think about. Like, oh, that is a good thing to do.
We went. If we was in Canada and he said, "Yeah, young, let's go shopping." I said, "Cool, we can do a little shopping." And well, you know, we get to the register. Of course. It's just certain people you just can't shop with, and
I want to hear this.
It's just certain people. It's like at a point, I just was like, okay, nigga, I see you. You getting that shit, nigga? That shit clean.
It's good for you. You should get that.
I got bills. You understand me? But when we got to the register, I'm never gonna forget this shit ever. When we got to the register in he's like, yeah, young, you want, you know, this, that, some shoes, blah, blah, blah. It's time to pay. And his card hit the floor. And when I tell you, it sounds like your
iPhone dropped.
It sounds like if you pick this MacBook up and slam that motherfucker right here, that's what it sounds like. It would take about probably 4-5 of my cards to, you know, make that one noise together. So it put things in perspective for me. It's like I ain't where I need to be yet.
Yeah, because that MX, the one, the heavy metal joint, they don't.
Wait, it's really heavy like that?
Yeah, it's a metal. It's metal.
I'm telling you what I heard, man.
Which one is that? The black, is it the black? But they got another one now that's not. It's above the black. You know, the black card became so common.
His is quartz, made of quartz.
Yeah, they went ahead and came out with
now
something more.
I know how whack I am. One of my credit cards is like orange and shit. I ain't shit.
Fam, my Amex is taped together.
I know, I've seen your Amex. It's a disgrace. But at least it's an Amex,
hey,
okay?
Man,
yours is a
long
mess.
as it swipe and pay your
it
bills.
Works. It works.
The black stripe works. You're good.
Okay, so your experience was your first time back hitting the stage, because I remember you canceled a London performance something that Kevin Hart put together.
Yeah, per
doctor's orders.
You know, you can't move too fast. And me, I wanted to do it, and I telling my manager like, nah, man, I want to go.
That's Kevin Hart.
Yeah, we were worried, but we were like,
and because Kev is squad, that's my homie, so I wanted to just, you know, be there
for him, support,
and it just. Yeah, I couldn't do it, and he actually hit me and told me like, nah, man, your help more important. You need to sit down. Like, we got all the time in the world to do this together.
But you know, speaking of celebs that showed you love during it, Nicki Minaj rushed to your bedside when you was in the hospital.
It's interesting because there's some people who speculated that the reason you ended up in a coma is because you smashed Nicki and the shit was so good that you ended up in a coma.
Wow,
that's out there. That's like Nicki's. For JJ will put you literally to sleep.
That has to be incredible, right?
I mean, it appears
you know,
to
now,
be.
The last time you was here, y'all did the video. Y'all was close in the video.
Talking about
what's the name of the song?
No Love.
Yeah. And this was before your health issues.
Yes.
Then the health issues. Then Nicki's at your bedside. I speculated then that you know what I mean.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know what you mean.
She's single now.
Now she's single.
Is she?
Yeah, she is. She's fully single.
I didn't know.
You really didn't know that?
Nah, I didn't know she was. Nah.
You should send her a text right now and just be like, "Yo, I heard some interesting news."
Just hit her with That's it. That's all you gotta say. She'll know what you
I
mean.
didn't know she was in a relationship.
Many people did not.
Which furthers my speculation.
I knew you were gonna say that.
God.
About what? What we speculating?
Yo, fam.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen.
I'll let this be awkward, man.
I know you will. Let it
August
breathe.
Alsina and Nicki Minaj. What's popping?
I mean, I'm looking for the answer. That's why I'm looking
Oh,
around.
all right.
I don't.
You don't know.
Don't make it awkward, bro.
I don't
It is
have
what it
have
is.
a answer.
Let the
to give.
speculation begin.
What's popping is Nicki's a great fucking
She
person.
is a great fucking person.
One of the sweetest
Yes.
girls that
Sweet
I know.
as in taste or sweet as in?
Possibly, man. That's something that you would
We
have
don't
to-
know.
You know?
We don't know.
We don't.
But I thought it was it was some heartfelt shit for you know, just to pull up and actually be concerned and come fuck with me. So yeah.
No, look, Nicki's one of those people, like, if she fucks with you, you know,
Nah, believe
pause,
that.
like, on some real, like, she gonna ride for you.
Nicki 100, man. Nicki Squad.
Yeah, no, and if she doesn't fuck with you, she will just
She
every
don't.
6 months black out on you for no reason.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, evidence suggests.
for no reason.
You know.
But there's love there as well.
There's love.
There's love, but it's kind of like,
I'm not sure I fuck with you.
I understand it. Do your thing, Nick.
Yo, if we could play one song for you right now. You know, you rocking the Garden, you're on tour with Usher, you back healthy again. We happy to see you. What's the song? What we doing?
How I'm feeling, man.
Whatever, man. You pick, man.
I'm in New York City.
Don't have me pick, because I play the Nicki Minaj joint like 4 times right now, and in between the record scream that y'all item for the next half an hour.
God, you become such a morning show host. Look
Now
at you.
that one part, hey, it's your life. You live it.
The 4 times he likes that.
Four
Part.
times, yes.
I'm sold on the 4 times. I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
go with those 4 times.
But to get the 4 times, you would have to admit.
You and Nicki have at least kissed on the mouth. Good question.
Fair.
Have you
Thank you.
felt her booty?
What the fuck?
This is what we do. Your family, she's family. It's a beautiful thing.
I need.
Go, say it.
Nah, it's nothing for me to say.
Alright,
Nicki, she's squad. I keep telling
That's it.
y'all,
Alright,
she's
cool,
squad.
cool.
Man.